Let's make terrible Thanksgiving stuffing. I'm 42 years old and I'm learning to cook. This ended badly. The recipe calls for 10 cups of ragged chunks of day old bread. These rolls have been here for longer than that. I don't have 10 cups, so I fill in the gaps with white bread. I've preheated the oven to 250 and I put these in for an hour. While my ragged chunks are baking, I chop up 2.5 cups of yellow onions and 1.5 cups of celery. It's time to prep the herbs. The recipe is from Bon Appetit and it makes a really big deal about using fresh herbs. I have never bought fresh herbs in my life, but I did it today. Well, the Instacart shopper did it. You nailed it, Sean. They look so pretty. I took their labels off and now I have no idea which is which. The recipe calls for parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme, which makes me wonder if Simon and Garfunkel were talking about Thanksgiving. I know what parsley looks like, and I'm pretty sure sage is the one with the big leaves. I can't tell now which is rosemary and which is thyme, but it's okay because I need the same amount of each. I don't know what you do with leftover fresh herbs. I put them in Ziplocs. Obviously, I did not label them. The ragged chunks are done now and I put them in a bowl to cool. Everything is going smoothly, too smoothly. The recipe says to melt 3/4 cups of butter in a pan. It points out that this is a stick and a half. I double and triple check. This seems like a lot of butter, but this recipe is from Bon Appetit, not Paula Deen, so I don't argue. The little pieces of butter look like they're ready to start their moon ritual. I dump in the onions and celery. I am supposed to cook them on medium-high heat until they start to brown. Gosh, this really seems like a lot of butter. It's been 15 minutes and these things aren't remotely brown. They are, however, drowning in butter. 10 minutes after, I decide this color could maybe be called brown. Mostly they are butter colored. I mix my ragged chunks with my herbs and onion flavored butter. I add salt and chicken broth. Now I'm supposed to whisk more chicken broth with 2 large eggs. I have seen an egg before and this one isn't large. Oh well, I whisk. I drizzle the medium eggs over the ragged chunk blend and mix it up. It looks like this. Gosh, that is still a lot of butter. I put it all in a pan. I cover it with foil and put it in a 350-degree oven for 40 minutes. Then I take the foil off and let it bake 40 minutes longer. The top is golden brown and crisp, so I take it out and let it cool for 10 minutes. Okay, let's try this. I may as well have soaked bread in a vat of oil and topped it with fresh sage. I don't know why I took a second bite. This is terrible. I'm recording this an hour after I ate this and the oil is still coated on the top of my mouth. I did everything right. I'm blaming this one on Bon Appetit. I guess I'm having Cheetos for dinner again.